All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video. This time it's to talk about the wonderful performance that I actually got to see live, and that was Arsenal versus Leicester. I say wonderful performance, let's be real, wonderful second half performance. For about 40 minutes of the first half, it was like, what on earth is going on? On top of the fact that we also had I need to correct myself because I realized I've just said something wrong. But yeah, on top of the fact that we also had a shady ref. Now, the thing I wanted to correct myself about was that I said this is a review. No, this is a player ratings. For those people who haven't seen my review, I did a vlog. It's getting a lot of praise and a lot of love, that vlog. So yeah, go check it out. It should be, go into my video section or literally be the one before this. But anyway, let's talk about the game itself, and then before I go into the player ratings. The game was a frustrating one. Like I said, for the 40 minutes that me and the boys watched it, it was frustrating because there was no real fluidity. I think Alex Iwobi, as excellently as I thought he played, I actually thought the first 10 minutes, I didn't think he played that well. But if I'm being real with you guys, first 10 minutes, I thought Iwobi weren't that great. And then as the game kind of progressed and went on, I thought he got into it. Same thing with Ozil. Ozil was wonderful in the second half, faultless in the second half. But for the first half an hour, let's be real here, he went about. Let's be real. Listen, I can be real with you guys. I can be real with you guys. But if there was two people that I felt had a consistently good game throughout the game, actually, it was Leno, who, let's be real, even though Leicester did take the lead, they should have taken the lead a lot sooner than they actually did. And Hector, who I'll come back to. And then as the game went on, it was really awkward because I was with 5, 6 geezers, burly geezers, and Ola, and had a bit of a semi, if you want me to be real. That was some sexy fucking football. That was some sexy football. My goodness. Wow. Wow. That was some sexy football. And that's Emre Ball. It's Emre Ball. The first goal that Ozil scored right before the first half finished, ball came into him. We've seen Ozil do this before. He lets the ball kind of run across him and then sticks his left foot out. Goalkeeper's just bamboozled, buried in the bottom right-hand corner, 1-1. We're like, all right, good. And the one thing I would say as an Arsenal fan, that's a real pleasure at the moment, I don't get worried when we go 1-0 down. I don't get worried. And you know what was telling, actually, was my attitude and Mike, who's from the Gooners podcast. Funny enough, we both had similar kind of approaches in thinking, but very differently. So I remember Mike just saying, you know what, I ain't even worried. Emre will get them in at halftime and they'll produce a miraculous performance. They'll be perfect. That was what he basically said. He said, I'm not even worried, right? And then right before we scored our goal, I said, you know what? One more chance, we got this. If we can just get one more chance, I feel like we can get a goal. Sure enough, one more chance came because it was right at the end of the first half. Ball came in, Ozil scored 1-1. Place went mad. And it was cool, but it was good because I'm at the clock end, right? Now, I'm a North Bank guy for life. I still love the North Bank. But the one interesting thing, shall we say, about being in the clock end is you're right above where the fucking away fans are. So they were talking most amount of shit, like, oh, we won the league more recently than you, and your away support is fucking shit, and all this bullshit. So as soon as we scored, that's how I lost my voice. It wasn't even through the fucking singing. It was just me turning into a hooligan overnight. Just fucking going at these fuckers. Like, what, you talking that shit? Talk that shit now. I was losing my mind. Anyway, so we were 1-1. Came back, did what we had to do, went bathroom, got a beer, came back. I say got a beer, it's not like I can bring it out. Had a beer, came out. And then before we knew it, 2-1. Sorry, Uber comes on for Mickey. No, he came on for Lichtsteiner, and Mickey came off for Guendouzi. That made all the difference. To be perfectly honest, I said this in my vlog, I didn't think Mickey played well at all. And that will reflect in my marks that I give him. But I think once those two came on, it just gave us a little bit of a sharpness. Fucking hell. What was it? The second goal? Oh my goodness. That was a sexy goal. I thought Ramsey's goal was good. No, that was the third goal, wasn't it? It was the third goal. Sorry, so the first goal was Ozil slid it into Bellerin, who, by the way, was excellent throughout. I saw people on Twitter talking about how Bellerin was only good going forward yesterday. No? There was one time I remember when he was on his way back. And all right, and don't get me wrong, I know the own goal was him, but I don't blame him for that. In fact, if anything, credit to him for attempting to put a foot in. There was one moment where he came back and he bullied this keys off the ball. And I thought, is that Hector Bellerin doing that? What's going on? I thought the best game I've ever seen Hector have. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. The best game I've ever seen Hector have. Because he didn't do anything wrong defensively. I was watching him as well. He didn't do shit. He didn't do anything wrong yesterday. He was fantastic yesterday. Bullying people off the ball, was superb going forward. Ozil hit one delicious defense splitting pass. Leicester's defense were bamboozled. They were bamboozled. And then Hector came running, galloping down the right-hand side, slid it into Aubameyang, 1-1. Sorry, 2-1. You're like, okay, now I'm on this. And then the third goal. I don't even know how to describe the third goal. How do you describe the third goal? For me, I'm going to undersell it. So I think the best thing to do is here's an opportunity to plug my Twitter. Go on @ColossalChig. The link will be in the description below, but you guys should know it anyway. And just go watch that clip. Just go and watch the clip of the third goal. I thought Ramsey's goal was good. I actually think this might be better. It was just the way it happened. It was the way. You know what? Not only were the Leicester players bamboozled, I was bamboozled. You know, to be real. I was like, what's going on? Ozil just, it's like the man watched mine and Lee's show where we talked about, you know, Ozil not that guy that really takes the game by the scruff of the neck. I'll tell you what, he took that second half by the scruff of the neck. That was a masterclass from Ozil. Listen, I'll give that boy credit when he deserves credit, and he deserved credit. Fair fucking play for that second half. I don't even know how to. All I'm going to say, watch the ball. Ozil with the assist, Aubameyang with the second goal. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful goal. And to me, it kind of really leaves the question as, who the heck do you pick for man of the match? Because I thought Iwobi played well. Like I said, I thought Iwobi had a slow 10 minutes. Again, I'm just being honest. You know, Nigerian or not, I'm just being honest. He had a slow 10 minutes. But then I thought he got into it and actually played really well. Arguably could be a big candidate for man of the match. I thought Torreira was a big candidate for man of the match. My man, watching him live is special. I'm not going to lie. Watching him live, I didn't appreciate how much this little kid moves. He moves everywhere. Everywhere. He's like a gnat. You would hate to play against him. He's so annoying to play against. But I'll tell you what, big candidate for man of the match. Then you got Mesut himself, who, let's be real here, was the spark. He was the spark. From the goal to the second half, he was the spark yesterday. So you got to be honest here. Mesut is a big candidate for man of the match. You could arguably give it to Leno. Leno did keep the score down for a little while and largely played well. There was one moment where I'm not sure where he was going to in the first half. He came right out, and I thought to myself, easy, brother, easy. But he did well. Initially, yesterday, I must admit, it was in the heat of the moment. I gave it to Hector yesterday, initially. I thought Hector, but I stand by one part of that, definitely the best game I've ever seen Hector Bellerin play. 100%. But let's go through my 1 to 10 and let's see who I eventually decide on. Because this is difficult. Leno, I'm going to give 8 out of 10 to. I thought made really good saves, kept it 0-0 before they eventually equalised, and it really put a foot wrong. I think what is very evident in this run is that the defence has total confidence in him. Don't get it twisted, though. Our defence is not faultless, not by a long shot. But throughout this run, they have a lot of confidence in Leno. Because Leno's played at least, 7, 8 of those games? So maybe there's something in that. So I've got to give him 8 out of 10. Hector Bellerin, for me, 9 out of 10. I thought was fantastic yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. He really was. He was fantastic. So I give him, I give him a 9 out of 10. Mustafi, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I actually thought played well yesterday. I did. I thought he played really well yesterday. Led Holding, actually. I was watching him a lot as well and really did guide Holding, particularly in the second half where, even though that ref was terrible yesterday, probably should have sent off Holding. Probably should have sent off Holding. Luckily didn't. And I think Mustafi was just able to calm him down. Don't get me wrong. He should have got sent off because he was on a yellow card and then handballed it. But it's not like he was rush ahead or anything. But I think Mustafi was able to guide him through. And that's what I want to see from Mustafi. That's what I want to see from that brother. I have nothing against him. I have something against the people that still keep teasing me about the way I say the damn name. Just get over it, people. I say it like I say it. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. I thought was really good yesterday. Rob Holding, 7 out of 10. Was by no means bad. I actually thought was quite good in spells. Needs to watch out for just being a bit careful sometimes. But that's the youngin in him. When I expect that to develop a little bit more. But I'll give him a 7 out of 10. I forgot about Granit Xhaka. I'll come back to Granit. Lichtsteiner. Ooh. I didn't think Lichtsteiner had a good first half, But then second half, I thought he was okay, but then he came off. Oh, people are going to hate me for this one. I'm going to give him a 6. I didn't think he was great yesterday. I really didn't. My man Granit. Let's talk about my man Granit. So, first off, Granit pissed me off. I'll be real. Granit was pissing me off. He wasn't giving the ball away as much. I have seen him play worse. But watching him live, it was so frustrating because I didn't appreciate how slow he thinks. And he can't use his right foot at all. Not at all. And I wasn't readily prepared for that. But that aside, they then moved him to a left back. I don't know what possessed Emre to think he could play left back. But he played left back. And I'll tell you what, weren't bad, He weren't bad. I mean, thankfully for him, it's not like he was up against Mahrez or someone like that. They might have had a field day. But at left back, he was all right. So I give him a 7 out of 10 because he played left back for a bit. He played left back for a good half an hour. So, yeah, I'll give him a 7 out of 10 for that. Torreira, I'm so tempted to give Torreira man of the match. Oh, I'm so tempted to do it. I'm so tempted to do it, but I'll give him 9 out of 10. Pitbull Terrier. I love him. Let's talk about Iwobi. I thought, like I said, I think Iwobi had a slow 10 minutes, but I actually thought grow into the game and provided a little spark himself. I think he was always trying, he was always running, worked really hard. Actually, I didn't think defensively was as great as I've seen him, but I thought going forward, I thought he was really good and really provided some ball-carrying energy and just worked hard. So I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I don't think he was man of the match, but I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Mickey, I thought, had a poor game. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he had a poor game. And there's no real excuses from him because, to be honest with you, a lot of the reason that Ozil had a poor game was because Ozil was playing on the right-hand side. Mickey was predominantly playing as a number 10. So what was your excuse, brother? 5 out of 10. Honestly, I thought he was our worst player. 5 out of 10. Up top, Lacazette. Oh, I felt for Lacazette, man. Oh, no. Before I come to Lacazette. Mesut Ozil. I had to do it. My man of the match. He was our inspiration. Because the more I thought about it on the way home, the more I thought, you know what? As good as Hector was, Mesut was the man. He sparked the team into life with the goal, with the second half performance, with the influence on the game, with the beautiful goal. I'm just hating on Mesut at this point if I don't give him man of the match. So I give him 10 out of 10. You know me, I don't give 10 out of 10s to anyone. I'll give him 10 out of 10. Credit where credit is due. I don't hate unnecessarily. So 10 out of 10, Mesut Ozil, well done. Up top, Lacazette didn't have his shooting boots, man. I wanted to go for him so badly for a couple of different reasons too. Just it weren't happening for the brother. It weren't happening for him. 7 out of 10. Never stop trying, man. Never stop trying. It happens. It happens. You don't have a good day sometimes. It happens. Uber. Uber, I thought was excellent. Got himself a couple of goals. Yeah, there were more or less tap-ins, but you still got to be there for them. And I thought added an extra threat. That's the one thing that I think we're giving people at the moment is, oh shit, Arsenal have some threats, you know. Arsenal have some threats, you know. Because the one thing that's evident, and I was talking to people, because fucking hell, when Arsenal win, people are in a good mood. I was speaking to all different types of strangers yesterday, right? And the one consensus from everyone is that, has anyone ever watched the film Coach Carter? Stay with me for a second, right? So it's a kind of a 2006 film. I think it's the first ever film that Channing Tatum was in. It's a 2006 film starring Samuel L. Jackson. And one of the first things that he teaches, by the way, it's about a basketball team, but the principle still stands. He makes this team do nothing else in his first session apart from run. Just run and run and run. He doesn't get them to practice any plays. He doesn't get them to do any kind of offensive or defensive stuff. It was just running. In fact, all their play names were based on running stuff, right? And the players were like, well, what the heck? What are you? Aren't we going to actually practice anything? Like, trust me, the running will come into effect. And I think that is why we're finishing games so strongly. Because we're just outworking, motherfucker. We're just outworking these people. We're running and running and running. And then when you have added quality to come on top of that, these teams have no chance. So, yeah, it's easy for these pundits to be like, oh, well, who's Arsenal playing? Let's see if they play in Liverpool, this, that, and the other. Don't worry. Keep writing us off. I don't think we'll win the league either. But keep writing us off. It suits us better to not be the favourite. But we're going to keep working. The one thing I would say about this Emre team at the moment is we'll outwork you. You may be technically better than us, but we'll outrun you. And I think that's what you're seeing at the moment. Because Leicester started getting, where they started so well, Ndidi in particular, I thought was one of Leicester's best players yesterday, particularly in the first half. But as the game progressed and they got more and more tired, we got more and more stronger. You had someone like Ozil, who even after the third goal, still wanted more. When did you ever think Ozil would do that? When did you ever? It doesn't even sound like I'm describing the same player. But this is the effect that Emre is having on his team. This is why the fans are loving what they're seeing at the moment. And somebody had the nerve to say, be careful what you wished for. Anyway, 8 out of 10 for Aubameyang, 7 out of 10 for Guendouzi, and I won't give Ramsey a mark. He was barely on, I think, for about 10, 15 minutes. That's pretty much it. Oh, and Emre, for me, I've got to give him an 8. I'll give him an 8 out of 10. I still want our team to start a little bit better in games, but I can't shit on him for rescuing them. Quite honestly, I'll take a whole season of us not starting well and then him having to rescue the situation. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. I'd like our team to start a bit better, but we don't have to. That's for damn sure. But anyway, sorry, guys. I know this was a bit of an extended one. It's just because I didn't get to review it properly, given that I did a vlog yesterday. But do go check out that vlog. I've had a lot of props for it. In fact, so much so, Lee halfway through me being at work, Lee voice noted me. I was like, bruv, that vlog was hilarious. Ola is a clown. So for that alone, go check it out. If you like this video though, absolutely crush, destroy, drop kick the shit out of that like button. I appreciate every time you guys do that. I'll be back tomorrow to do the preview for the Lisbon game. And then I'll do the review for that, the player ratings for that. And then it's on to the Palace game. So it's coming thick and fast. So you guys keep it locked. And the best way of doing that is hitting that subscribe button. One of those shows will be a live show. And we'll get a couple of different guests on as well. So do stay tuned for that. And that's pretty much it for now. So that's enough of me rabbiting. I'm out of here. Take care.